everyone, like from a young age, just has a lot of passion towards football, and so when the whole community can bring that together and like express it at once, it's just a really cool thing for everyone.
It's the thing to do on Friday night in West Branch. You turn the lights out in town if you're away game, or the town is all centered right here.
To come here, this was like my haven. It's like, oh my God, a football dynasty. I get to be part of this as a fan, as a lover of the game.
This just brings the whole town together, it seems like, and this whole place is packed from all the hills and the bleachers.
It's one of the beautiful traditions we have. You know, everybody knows Friday Night Lights. Everybody's excited for the games and just the feeling you get on those Fridays.
Town comes together and it's just exciting to see all the kids going through what we went through back in the day.
Everyone's always talking about football. The next football season really helps build a community.
Like everyone gets together with their families and goes to see the football game. You know, the student section is always really loud and great.
Adrenaline rush that I get walking down the hill, walking up Oliphant Street, it's just a different feeling that no other sport gives me.
There's so many people in the crowd, and I think that that's just like even more hype than any other sporting event that we have.
My parents first came to the West Branch game for the first time. They're like starstruck. Like they just love the environment and the people and everything.
We have a lot of support, and people will do anything to come watch us.
There's lots of coaches and a lot of players and a lot of people in the community that help with football. So I think it's really important that everybody is just bonded together, and that's just what makes it so special.
The crowd cheering is a big part of it too, but just knowing the community's got your back, it's awesome, I think, really.
I could probably stand out on that field and look at anybody in the bleachers and know, hey, they've done something for our program, and to me that's just awesome.
And I didn't honestly like football that much. When I came here, it was amazing. It just was different, fun, and I understood what everyone meant by Friday nights is the best time of your life.
There's no other sport like it.
The fans are there. This is a football town, just part of my life, and I don't see it going anywhere either.
Family members, grandparents, it's a small town, so a lot of people pass through generations, so they're always going to come and watch football because it has a part in their heart.
It's always been a tradition, generational tradition.
Family oriented, Butch has always made it like that. It seems like every person you talk to that has lived here, I mean, has been in football.
My dad playing to my sons playing to, you know, it's just family. Everybody's tied into the football program.
It gives you like people to play for, and there's like really a reason to like fight. You can just look out in the crowd and just see all those like faces that just want you to win and just like are cheering for you, and they're there for you, and that helps a lot.
Without it, you probably wouldn't have any motivation to keep playing the sport.
My dad went here, and then my uncle was a good football player here too, and it's just keeping the family tradition going.
Confidence wouldn't be there. If we didn't have the student section and families cheering us on, how loud it is, I think we wouldn't have that edge, we wouldn't have that fire in us.
Very lucky to have them there at every single event that I'm in. They're always there watching every game. They're always cheering me on. I can hear them up in the stands, and they're just amazing fans.
I have grandparents that tune in to watch the games, and I always hear about it every week. I'll get a call from them saying how well I played and they saw me.
You obviously, you watch your grandsons or you watch your son and that, and you see them turn around and look for you. And I think that was very important for them, for us as grandparents, to be there and follow them wherever they were going.
When your parents are like a part of the team or a coach or something like that, or you know they were on the team at one point, that just makes you feel more connected to them, having that thing in common with them.
Family aspect also comes with the guys you're playing with, because if you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to get anywhere.
It just makes me feel like more ready to go, knowing that I'm making my family proud.
Fun to watch my brothers because if they score a touchdown, we're all excited.
That's a really good feeling when someone is like wants you to succeed and wants you to be better as a person.
Football, like, there's a lot of adversity in it, and I feel like that's a very important thing to like keep with you in life, because you're gonna run into lots of problems, and adversity is gonna help you get through it.
If football can translate to almost anything, like studying wise, you got to study film, you go to school, you got to study all this, so you just got to be thinking about stuff all day.
You're practicing every day, going through the hardships together, and at the end you can like show how much work you've done.
Whenever I'm sad, I can always think I have my friends to support me with football.
It just taught me the lessons of like how you had to sacrifice for other people and how you had to find your role in the game.
Gave me more of a connection with people. I'm friends with people I didn't really think I was going to be friends with.
Essentially, it teaches you to be a team player, how to interact with other people, make some of your teammates even better, to strive harder.
You learn a lot of things, a lot of life lessons. I mean, responsibility is huge. I've made tons of friends through it. I mean, not just from West Branch, but other schools. It just made me love just sports in general.
In any team, there are going to be issues that occur and people who don't quite get along, but at the end of the day, you kind of put those things aside and you just want to support the team and everything else. So I feel like in the future that is a good lesson to have learned.
You won't really learn hard work anywhere else as much as you will in football. You can bring that to anything like school, with your coworkers later on in life, or even just like family.
To respect your teammates, but also maybe your classmates. You know, be a little bit bigger and better than someone else that's picking on somebody. You're being looked at by the community. If you want to be a bear, there's other things that go along with it, and being a good community member is part of that.
Hard work and nothing's given to you, so I think having that experience is going to help me a lot in the future.
Be strong, tough, teach my kids how to do that, and hopefully they'll be playing down at Butch Peterson Field one day.
You get to learn a bunch of stuff and get stronger and be better at other sports.
In the community, it pushes you to be a better person too, because everyone's watching you. Little kids' eyes are always on you. You gotta set an example.
Us older folks, you know, we have our spouses, we have our children, our grandchildren that are all there. You know, you have the support you did back when you were playing. You know, you counted on your teammates and they counted on you.
You guys showed a tremendous amount of courage. First half, you know, second half the same as the last game. You came back and you won. That's 30 times that we've been to state. Another district championship. You guys did all this, but you know what else you get this year that we haven't had in a while? You get to go to the damn dome. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4.
I've known Butch since I was really young. My dad introduced me to them, and I noticed right off the bat that he was very kind, he was very supportive.
Ever since a little kid, like you see him there every single Friday, or like you go see him walking with them or eating with that like a meal, and you see that and you're like, oh wow, I want to be like that. And then in 5th grade, you're at your YSF camp and he comes and he talks to you and he tells you like all the things about how you're going to be like a football player for high school, and then you're so excited.
He's a great guy. He never gives up, I mean, as we can tell now, but even before all this happened, he's sickness, everything. He's always been at every single practice. I've seen him miss 2 practices now, and that was, one of them was for his treatment, and the other one was because he chipped his tooth, and he was forced to go to the dentist by his wife. So, I mean, that guy never gives up, and he's a fighter, obviously.
Before I was even interested in football, I knew about Butch and the history he had, and thinking about that, I don't know, it really excited me knowing that there's a lot of history with it.
When he found out he got cancer, it was so sad for the entire team and the whole community. And after that happened, we just fought 10 times harder because we want to make him proud.
I think he's a really important influence in the community, and especially the football players on their own, because I think they look up to him so much.
He motivates you to do good and like just be a good player and a good person.
He's done so much for our community, and everybody's done so much for him that when we heard the news, I mean, everyone was really upset about it, but we also knew that we need to be strong for him, we need to support him.
What's happening to him, I think that's, even if you don't even have to be close to him for it to mean something to you.
I think that just people just really admire him. I think he's probably the one who draws everybody to the games, and he's the one who really, I think, inspires the players to do as much as they do.
And when we're out there, I think about people I just want to win it for, and he's one of them.
From being a ball boy, you just see this guy on the sideline always yelling at these players, and he's kind of like somehow an inspiration to this whole town, this whole community, and he's been like a mentor to everyone. He's always trying to lift people up, and he's just an outstanding coach.
He's going through a lot, but he wants people to see us as a football team, not a football team that has a coach battling something.
It makes me happy seeing all of our community coming together, helping him out with whatever he needs, because I know that he's helped this whole community so much, and we probably can't ever repay him as much as he's putting towards us, but it makes me happy seeing that we're doing something for him, and I like to be part of that organization, kind of giving back to him.
But I'm telling you right now, I love you guys. I love you to death. And I'll spend more time with you down the road, but I want you to be able to get out of here and be with each other a little bit. Does that make sense? All right, break it down the middle. Break it down.
So one last time. Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family.
My name is Gerald Hirschman.
My name is Zach Capper.
Peyton Braddock.
Tom Peterson.
Shay Farmer.
Alex Heitzoff.
Kaylee Cutler.
Max Lodge.
Darren Marsh.
Maddie Reed.
Quentin Rocha.
Trent Schutte.
Kale Seidel.
Cohen Seidel.
Braden Sexton. Jake Swisher.
Dries Trepanier.
Logan Wright.
And football is more than a game.
Football is more than a game.